going on, guys? D21 Deli here, back again with another MLB The Show 22 video. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about some gameplay improvements, how we can help improve and satisfy everybody's needs when it comes to gameplay, and how we can make it a little bit more balanced when it comes to fielding, hitting, just overall in general gameplay issues that I noticed on 21. There's some things that I've noticed that's been going on for a couple years now that they haven't fixed, so we're gonna talk about those things as well. But of course, guys, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, bro, make sure you guys do smash that like button, and don't forget to go subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified on my upcoming videos. It will really help out the channel, bro, so I would really appreciate that. And let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts, not only about this video but things that I missed out. I know I'm gonna probably miss something out that, you know, I probably am aware of it, I just didn't think of it while I'm doing this video, or things that probably you guys experienced that I haven't. Alright, so guys, the number one thing that I want to talk about, I wrote down a whole bunch of things here, but the number one thing I want to talk about are the servers. Servers, again, without good servers, you're not going to have good gameplay because you're going to start lagging out. I had a lot of games where it would just freeze, we go into a freeze off, and then it's just a matter of who backs out first to determine who's the winner, and that shouldn't be the case. I'm not saying that the game should decide with who's winning, because sometimes maybe the game is tied and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, just I'll be playing like in the 6th inning, there's a ground ball to second base, and the game just freezes, and it's like, that's just annoying. That's server issues, that's the whole, you know, and that's been a common problem that's been going on MLB The Show for the previous years, like, that I've noticed that it just hasn't changed, and it's the same way that you lag too. Again, guys, I'm gonna kind of be all over the place here. I don't have a specific order of what I'm talking. I'm just gonna say everything that I've thought of, everything that I wrote down here. So another thing too, the perfect perfects, bro. The perfect perfects need some big improvements. And what I mean by the perfect perfects, I basically mean if I hit a perfect perfect and on the PCI circle, right? If the ball is underneath the circle, I understand that's gonna be a hard hit ground ball. If it's in the middle, more or less it's gonna be a line drive. Maybe it goes out, maybe it doesn't, but it's give or take, you know what I mean? I understand that. What bothers me about the perfect perfects, it's not so much of that, because I know not every perfect perfect is gonna be a hit or gonna be a home run. I understand that. Like, I completely agree. It shouldn't be that, you know, that shouldn't be the case. But my main issue is that why am I hitting perfect foul balls? Now, it's very hard to churn inside a sinker inside. It's very hard to churn on that pitch. Very hard, okay, unless you're really like setting up for it and maybe you're looking for it and you just happen to time it perfect, but you're gonna foul ball off of it. So if I'm gonna churn on a sinker inside, or if I'm gonna churn or be patient and wait and hit that slider outside, which is another tough pitch to hit, why am I getting a perfect foul ball? That's what I don't understand. And then yet I'll get a very late, you know, blooper hit to the outfield, and it's like, it just, the feedback just doesn't make any sense. You get me? Like, if I'm turning on a ball, whether it's inside or whether I'm taking it the other way to right field and I'm getting a perfect feedback, the ball should not be foul if I'm timing it perfectly. It doesn't make any sense if you ask me, you know. And if that's the case, I'd rather, you know, hit a line drive to first base or hit a hard ground ball to third or something like that, then have it go foul. I just feel like hitting it foul makes zero sense for the feedback and just for the game in general. And now, when it comes to hitting, since we're already in this topic, I want to talk about also the PCI feedback. The PCI feedback is so inaccurate, it's not even funny, bro. Like, there's sometimes where I throw an inside pitch or an outside pitch, the PCI is right here, and the ball is like right there. And they're getting base hits, they're getting ground balls, they're getting this and that, and they're making contact some way, somehow. Or they're hitting fouls. And it's so annoying, because if I have a guy on 2 strikes, and I see that he foul tips it, and I look at the PCI feedback, because I know I threw it for a ball, or maybe I threw it somewhere and he shouldn't be making contact with it, and I see the PCI feedback, and I see that he wasn't even near it, that's gonna bother me. You know what I mean? That's gonna piss me off, because like, it's gonna make you feel like there's no way that you can get, like, strike this guy out, because he's just gonna keep foul tipping. They also had an issue with contact swing. Contact swing was super OP to start off the year. They did fix that, so I'm glad that they did. But something that they should take out is power swing. I feel like power swing is the most useless feature in this in the hitting era. Like, power swing, just in general, it's so stupid to have. Like, what makes me think, like, first of all, you're shrinking your PCI, okay? Second of all, even if you do square it up, you still don't hit home runs. Like, you still, there's chances that you still pop off the center. There's chances that you still hit a ground ball to short. Like, it's literally not even worth taking the risk. For that, you might as well just use normal X if you play PS5. You know what I mean? You might as well just use normal X. You might as well just swing normal. Alright, so contact swing, I use it for my pitcher sometimes. Maybe I have a guy at third with 1 out and my pitcher just happens to be hitting, and I gotta put the ball in play. So I'm gonna use circle just to get the bigger PCI and put the ball in play. You guys got these quick players like Ricky Henderson, for example, that you want to use contact swing with. Go ahead and use contact swing with, because he's gonna put the ball in play every single time, and maybe that's what you want in that situation. So I understand, but power swing is the most useless thing. Just take it out of the game. I honestly think it's the worst thing to happen when hitting. In my opinion, I think it's completely useless. If you want to use it in BR, then I guess so. You know, I don't even use it in BR. I just use normal X. But again, you know, I just think it's useless. So power swing gotta go this year, guys. Another thing too, and I'm a victim to it. I am a victim to it. I do it all the time, and that's check swinging. All right, check swinging. It's still a major issue when it comes to hitting. Still a major issue, bro. And again, like I said, I check swing too much. You know, sometimes, you know, it affects me. Sometimes it helps me, but when it happens against you, it's really annoying, especially when it's like, you know, they went, and when you see the feedback, you see the bat going cross home plate and then coming right back in, and it's like, bro, like, he went, and they still call it like he didn't go. Like, those are things, bro. Like, if you're gonna show me, see, this is the thing. So if you're gonna check swing and they say you didn't go, okay, you didn't go. But if I see that feedback and I see that the bat went across home plate and you just didn't call it because the game is deciding whether to call it or not, that's when I have the issue. You get what I'm saying? That's when I have the issue of check swinging, because again, I'm not saying take away check swings. Obviously, it's part of baseball. It's gonna happen, but the frequency of when it happens and how many times it happens has to change. You know what I mean? People just have to be better hitters and be better laying off of pitches, honestly, because I can just check swing until finally I put the ball in play, and eventually, you know, it's gonna be a hit or not. You know what I mean? So it's just annoying, bro. Pinpoint pitching, great addition. I have no issue with pinpoint pitching. There, you know, you can fix a couple of things here and there with the location. Sometimes the location isn't as accurate. You know how they said that it was gonna be when the game first came out, but it was pretty accurate though. I'm not gonna lie. Not the best thing, but I would say probably like 90%. It was 90% positive for the most part, in my opinion. Again, you guys might hate pinpoint pitching. You might use meter still. Might use whatever the case is, or impulse or whatever. But I use pinpoint pitching, bro. It took me a little bit to learn it, but it's pretty easy to learn it once you get the hang of it and stuff like that. And it was actually a pretty good addition to the game. And yeah, man, hopefully they keep it, make it a little bit more accurate. But it was pretty good. A lot of people were dotting. A lot of people that were not good at pitching whatsoever were dotting. I would like to see a sensitivity on the PCI. I doubt they'll do it. But hear me out real quick. If I see the PCI, you know, that is too slow for me, I should be able to change it. You know what I mean? I should be able to make it more sensitive, so that way I can get to my pitches quicker, like that. Bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? If I have it like everybody else has it, maybe my thumb, I don't know, maybe I just want to go to it quicker, and maybe sometimes I want it slower. You know, I should be able to change the sensitivity of how I'm using my thumb, how I'm using the PCI when I'm hitting, just because I feel like sometimes, especially on Legend, you don't have enough time to react to certain pitches, so like you don't get there in time, or maybe you drop the PCI. So, and to avoid dropping the PCI, let's just say you're not that good of a hitter, you know, let's just say you don't play that good on Legend or Hall of Fame, and you're just new to the game, you know, you should be able to slow down your PCI a little bit so you won't get, you know, PCI drops. It'll help you maintain yourself in that zone. I feel like that'll help improve you dropping the PCI. Maybe it does it, maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I don't know. But they should try it out though. Change the sensitivity. You know, of course, if you have it really, really high, the chances of you dropping the PCI are gonna increase. You know what I mean? You're gonna drop that PCI every single time if you have it super high. But to me, I think it should be a little change where you should have the option to choose what PCI sensitivity you want. If you want it like extreme, if you want to put it low, stuff like that. I think that'd be a good addition to the PCI system when it comes to hitting as well. Now, when it comes to fielding, guys, I feel like fielding did have some improvements, but I feel like everybody just plays the exact same way. And what I mean by that is, Fernando Tatis plays the same way as Brandon Crawford, plays the same way as Trey Turner. They all have the same throwing motion, and I feel like every infielder has a different throwing motion. Like Brandon Crawford throws different than Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson throws different than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. throws different than Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman throws different than Bryce Harper. There's guys out there that just throw different, but everybody has the same throwing motion. You know what I mean? Like Giancarlo Stanton, for example. No, look, to give you a better example, Aaron Judge throws the ball with zero effort but has a cannon. All right, why is he throwing the exact same way as Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? Why is he throwing the same way as Vlad? Why is he throwing the same way as Ken Griffey? You know what I mean? I feel like everybody has the same throwing engine. Everybody has the same motion, same animation of when they're throwing. There's, again, when it comes to infielders, literally a ground ball to short, sometimes they'll get the animation when they go like this, you know? Like this, they pump a couple times and then they throw. And then there's sometimes when they have the animation where it's just like this and then they throw. It's like so robotic that, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's the same thing. At second base, they have the one that's like this and then they throw. Like, there's so many animations, bro, that are the exact same way. And I'm tired of saying this as well. If you're throwing with a meter, okay, and you get a ground ball to third, and I get a perfect release, I aim it right up the green, get a perfect release, and I throw it to first, why am I throwing it in the dirt? Like, I don't understand that. Why am I throwing the ball in the dirt? If I'm playing short, and I get a perfect release, mind you, a perfect release, why am I throwing it in the dirt? And 99.999% of the time, obviously the first baseman is going to catch it. He's going to scoop it up. He's going to make a play. But why am I throwing it in the dirt? Shouldn't that be a throw right to the chest? That's just me, though. That's just me. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not a big deal for you guys, but for me, if I'm throwing it perfect, it means I'm throwing it perfect. It means I'm throwing it right to the chest. You know what I mean? Again, a little thing, little nitpicks here and there that you can choose with the gameplay. I can go all day talking about this stuff. What they did do, though, that I'm not gonna, you know, bash on the game either. I'm not gonna bash on them either. They did improve the blocking for catchers. The blocking for catchers has improved drastically. Now I can throw a curveball in the dirt with 2 strikes. My catcher will block if he has good defense. Look, I'll give it to him. Same thing with defense. Maybe I have a silver fielder. He's gonna make the play. You know what I mean? Sometimes they make the errors. Sometimes even diamond fielders make errors, which is normal. That's part of baseball. It is what it is. But silver players, bronze players can get away with it a little bit more now. You know, outfield can't say the same, but for the most part, they could. All right. First base, they had the little animation where they did the ole. It will be like a ground ball by the line or even by first base, and they'll go whoop, and they'll go like that. Right? I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Or if it's like a backhand, they'll go like this. They'll get to their knees. They'll go like this, and then, you know, the ball will go right past them. So they fixed that. It still happens, obviously, but they fixed the amount of times, how consistent it happened. You know what I mean? The amount of times it happened during the game. They fixed that part. So I give them that. Base running, when it comes to base running, man, little fixes here and there, bro. You know, I feel like it's sometimes delayed, especially when I'm trying to send my runners. And sometimes they turn the corner. Like, I'm sending a guy home, but the guy, for example, the guy at second base or the guy that's on first going to third, let's just say, when I'm rounding the guy going home, they get around second base, but they overlap second base a little bit. You know what I mean? And then when I'm trying to send them back, it's too late. Like, they freeze for so long, and then they get thrown out in a second. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I probably didn't explain it that good, but there's a lot of times when that first runner gets to where they want to be because that's who you're controlling, but the guy that hit the ball, you have no control over because you're so busy focusing on the other guy that they overlap the base for a little bit, and then it's too late to make a decision whether to keep going or whether to go back. There is some times where they hit a high fly ball and my outfielder just freezes like this, and then if you move him, he'll go around in circles and he has zero control over him, and then the ball drops. They have to fix that, because if I'm underneath the baseball, why is my guy like this? You know what I mean? He shouldn't be dozing off like that, you know? So they should have it that he already locks in. The minute I'm in the ball, they lock in, you know what I mean? They still have that issue. The secret to that, by the way, if you're still playing MLB The Show 21, is don't even touch the player. Just don't even move him, okay? The minute you put him in the baseball, just leave him there. He's gonna eventually lock in, so don't even overreact about that. So that's when it comes to fielding. Everything pretty much, I'm probably missing stuff, bro, that you guys have probably seen, that I'm probably gonna read the comment section and be like, oh, I forgot about that. But for the most part, that's basically the big ones that I've noticed. But that's basically it for the video, guys. I think I covered everything that I noticed from 21 that I want to see improved for 22. I know I missed some things, bro. Cut me some slack. Let me know down below in the comments, though, something that I missed out, something that you guys have noticed, or maybe ideas that you guys have for yourself that you guys want to see as well, part of the game. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys like the video. Don't forget to go subscribe. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, man. And of course, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.